Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren in case you're new here, and today we're going to be talking about body hair, specifically pubic hair, and the conversation is going to be oriented towards girls and women who have struggled to accept, appreciate, and embrace this part of their body's natural expression. There is a lot of shame surrounding body hair for women. There is a lot of societal pressure to remove it, and why I brought up specifically talking about pubic hair is because from my perspective, there is the most shame and heaviness attached to that part of the body, growing hair. And there's just like a lot of weird stuff going on in there. So we're going to get into it because my highest hope and greatest intention is to support somebody in feeling into the energy of permission to exist as you are, permission to allow your body to express itself in its natural form and to feel beautiful while doing so, to feel sexy, to feel like it's okay to just be as you are and to let go of the need to perform beauty or perform femininity or just put yourself into this box that we have been handed that says, this is what beauty is, this is what it means to be pretty, this is what it means to be feminine, this is what it means to be hygienic. All of these different narratives that we've taken in from quite a young age, all of these different pressures that have been weighing upon us and altering the way that we interact with our own body. And for me, that's the saddest part about it all, is that I know that there is plenty of girls and women who are investing in body hair removal when it's not their truth. And I'm going to preface this with saying I know everyone has their own preferences. I'm not judging what you do or what you don't do. I just hope that everyone can take a moment in their life to pause, to reflect, and think critically about their choices, and just consider why it is you do what you do. And if what you do is actually coming from an authentic and genuine place that really honors yourself, your values, your own deeper perception of what beauty actually is. Because a lot of us are just performing beauty rather than getting to actually engage with our own perception of beauty on a deeper, more inner level. So I'm not judging. You do what you want to do. If body hair removal, whether it's in the form of shaving, waxing, sugaring, laser, works for you and makes you feel good, then keep on doing what you're doing. But I really want to speak to the women who probably desperately want to feel like it's okay and to even feel like it's beautiful to allow their body hair to just exist on their body. So let's begin this conversation with a pretty wild yet unsurprising statistic. The women's body hair removal and shaving industry brings in about $5 billion per year. That number is only estimated to continue rising. So what we can see within that is women are incredibly invested in removing their body hair, and not only investing their money, but investing their time and their energy. And like I said, I know, because I was one of them, that there's a ton of girls and women who are doing this who don't actually want to be doing this. They're doing this because they are afraid of not conforming to a standard that has been handed to them that says, this is what it means to be a beautiful girl, or this is what it means to be a beautiful woman. This is what it means to be attractive, desirable, sexy, worthy, accepted, all these different things. And so what do women do? They go out and they do what they feel they need to do. And I did this myself. I started shaving when I was 12 years old. Like, as soon as I saw the hair start growing on my body, I was like, this has to go. I didn't give it much thought, I just made sure I could get a razor and I essentially tried to erase it. Did that for a very long time until I was about 20 years old. And thankfully for me, at 20 years old, I had a consciousness shift because I had been going through a breakup and had been out of a relationship that really amplified my need to perform beauty, to perform femininity, to be incredibly focused on being a beautiful girl or being a beautiful woman. And I finally had the time and the space to think about all of the years of my life that I was just performing and that I was making decisions that didn't actually serve me, but served something else. And what is the something else? The patriarchy. Oh my god, she's talking about the patriarchy. And yes, y'all, fuck the patriarchy. In case you didn't know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm really trying to learn to be more honest here on my YouTube channel and let my values out more and let my personality out more. So this patriarchal society that we live within that makes women feel like shit in so many different ways, especially physically, about what they look like. And women are just constantly under a microscope. And it doesn't just come externally, it also comes internally. Like, there is like a patriarchal daddy that lives within the mind of many women. Most women, I would go as far to say. It impacts women so heavily. And it is so hard to break away from. And body hair, accepting your body hair, appreciating your body hair, maybe even embracing your body hair is a way to begin to free yourself from the confinement of that kind of structure, that kind of energy, that kind of societal pressure that tells you you have to look a certain way in order to be a beautiful woman, in order to be found attractive. And that's typically by men. And I would just like to say, if you are sexually connecting with a man, being physically intimate in any way, romantic, and he shames you for having body hair anywhere, whether it be your armpits, your legs, your vagina, then that's not a man that you need to be connecting with. And it's always healthy to have a conversation about it, but that's probably a boy, not a man. He probably wants to be connecting with a girl and not a woman. So, in my humble opinion, I would say that he could go. He could go, and then you can make space in your life to reconnect with your body, to reconnect with this extremely powerful and sacred portal that is your vagina. And you could even take some time to learn about the biological functions that your pubic hair serves. And I'm gonna name a couple, and I'm not a doctor, so do your own research, but some that I'm aware of that I would like to just throw out there is 1, being pathogen protection, 2, being friction reduction, 3, being moisture and temperature regulation, and a last one being a sign of sexual maturity, which is why I say that if you are connecting with a man or anyone, any partner, and they shame you or make you feel icky or wrong for having hair on that area of your body, then they can go. They can go, and we can make space for some reconnection and some healing, because your partner should be the person in the world who makes you feel most okay to be your most authentic self, and that does include the way that your body naturally expresses. So nobody should be shaming anyone for body hair. That's weird. That's weird, and in my opinion, men have become way too okay with having specific expectations for women's bodies and making them feel wrong, ugly, or gross when those expectations are not met. If there's any man who's watching this video right now, which I'm sure there is because I'm aware that I have a pretty big male audience, I would like you to just take a moment and reflect upon why you have the expectations you do if you have those expectations. Why do you expect a woman to remove her pubic hair? Do you actually find pubic hair unattractive or unhygienic, or have you just been told that in some kind of way, like through the grapevine? Because, guys, the bush is sexy. I'm gonna be the one to say it loud and proud here on my channel. The bush is sexy. It's beautiful. It's artistic. I love seeing women's pubic hair showing on paintings and photographs. Like, just the artistic nature of that, the expression of that is just so divine to me. What I'm trying to say here is that a woman's vagina does not need to have the hair removed from it in order to be beautiful, attractive, desirable, sexy. A woman's vagina is all of those things simply in its natural state, just as it is. And on a deeper level, there is no reason on God's green earth that a woman needs to feel like she needs to make her vagina look how it looked when she was prepubescent. That's very strange, toxic, and scary. And video is linked for you to dive deeper into that, because I just don't have the space to get into all that right now. But what I do have the space to do is say that a woman deserves to feel like she can just be a woman, and that that's okay. And there is a deep fear around what it would mean for a woman to embrace herself naturally, to embrace her beauty in a way that is congruent with her own personal vision of what beauty is, rather than what she's been sold. Because a lot of this really just comes back to money. It comes back to deeper things besides money, but a lot of it has to do with money. Like, the shaving industry was like, oh my God, we can make a lucrative business out of women feeling like it's ugly or masculine or like gross to have hair. So they did. You define what beauty is. You define what sexiness is. You define what it means to feel good within your own body, not somebody else telling you, not this patriarchal gaze that just like insidiously exists within all of our minds. Oh my God, it's watching us all the fucking time. Not for that, for you, for your own eyes, for your own gaze, for your own experience with your own body. That is healing. That is empowering. That is coming home to yourself. That is self-acceptance. That is self-love. That is embracing your wholeness and telling your body it's safe to be as you are. It's safe for you to express yourself naturally. And I can even appreciate what you do for me. Thank you, body. Thank you for the pathogen protection. Thank you for the friction reduction. Thank you for the temperature regulation. Thank you for showing that I am a grown-ass woman and I'm not a girl anymore, and I've lived a lot of life. And how beautiful is that? Thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, vagina. Thank you to her. Let's affirm together. My vagina hair is beautiful. My vagina hair is intelligent. My vagina hair is sacred. My vagina hair is a beautiful, natural, wise, intelligent, lovely, artistic expression of my body's aliveness. And I choose aliveness over performance. I choose my definition of femininity. I choose my definition of beauty. I choose connection to my own sacred body. And I release myself from the chains that have made me feel like it's wrong, ugly, gross, to just be myself, to just exist as I am naturally in this beautiful human form. I release myself from that bullshit. I ensure that I only connect with people who can honor my body in its natural form, who can empower me to be more of myself. I take up space as I am. I do not shrink. I do not shrink. I do not conform. I do not remove unless I want to. Unless I want to. Because all of this entire conversation, this entire vibe is about choice. It's about self-acceptance. It's about embracing what you want rather than what you've been told is right, good, or beautiful. It's about you, my love. It's your vagina. It's your body. It's your armpits. It's your leg. It's yours. It's not somebody else's. It's certainly not somebody else's to be handed to as a gift and like put a fucking bow on it for somebody. No, 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 no. It is for you to breathe life into and to honor and to move from. Let's end this conversation with an integration practice for you to really lock this in and move forward with, because I know it's not as easy as listening to a YouTube video, listening to me throw my words out here and making a shift and changing your behavior, but it's a step. And an even deeper step that we can go is engaging with a mirror work, mirror gazing, something that is extremely transformative, very profound yet simple practice. And I'm going to be speaking a lot more into mirror work and mirror gazing as I continue on with my work here and all that I share on my YouTube, because I believe in it so deeply. But right here and right now, something you can do is allow your hair to grow, whether that be armpits, legs, vagina, whatever, specifically an area that has some shame or like weird sticky energy attached to it. Let it grow and bring a mirror to yourself, or bring yourself to a mirror and just gaze at it. Just gaze and let whatever comes up come up. There might be stories, there might be negative narratives going on there might be emotion coming through, there might be a lot. It might feel like of stuff, because if you have been programmed, conditioned to believe certain things for a long time, you're going to feel a lot of resistance coming through when you try to break through that. But what I'm here to remind you of is you are so capable of breaking through that. You are so capable of moving beyond those restrictions and coming into deeper harmony with your own truth. And so holding that gaze in that mirror and looking at yourself and flipping the script, changing the narrative of what's existing in there that's all sticky and loud and taking up space, is what will allow you to transform, to free you, and to come into a more right relationship with your own authentic truth. You can do anything, including rewriting your relationship with your body hair. You can make decisions that feel right to you outside of the script that we've all been handed since we were like little girls. It's old, it's exhausting, it's tiring, and it's getting in the way of the girls feeling good in their own body, feeling beautiful in their own right. And so what I want for you is to do what you want to do. So I pray that this video supported you in just feeling a little more connected to your own truth, possibly examining some beliefs that you might have and maybe even shifting them and embracing yourself more. That is my highest hope. So thank you so much for being here with me. I am wishing you a most beautiful rest of your day and a blessed journey in reconnecting with and reclaiming your own relationship with your sacred, beautiful body. Thank you and take care.